How's it going, guys? Cracked Rack here, and welcome to the dark, untold truth. There are a lot of newer options for recreation, options we did not have years prior. Nowadays, if you want more hardcore recreation, you can purchase recreational marijuana, you can purchase kratom in store, you can get any type of alcohol you like, you can watch any kind of pornography you like, you can play any type of video game or watch any kind of movie you like. You can have loud parties. You can even have orgies or, extreme things like that. You could probably even get away with smoking crack or doing hard psychedelics nowadays. However, something that's always been illegal and will get you cracked down on hard is prostitution. But there's one place in the United States where prostitution is not illegal and is not even, regulated or looked into. And that is Nevada. In Nevada, prostitution is not illegal due to how popular of a party destination Las Vegas is. And you can obtain prostitution just as easily as you can obtain recreational marijuana. I believe prostitution is extremely wrong and should be outlawed completely. It is a disgrace to women's rights. It is also a disgrace to human rights. In Nevada, there are unfortunately several legal modern-day brothels operating, and they will be doing so for as long as Nevada allows, so they're still going. The residents of Nevada mostly hate these places and hope they burn to the ground. They are not well-liked or welcomed. However, inside these brothels are very real stories and very real instances of extremely disturbing behavior. One such brothel is Dennis Hof's Love Ranch in Nevada, alongside his Bunny Ranch brothels. Dennis Hof is an absolutely despicable human being. He was, before he thankfully died, a modern-day legal pimp. You know how a rapper is like, I'm a rapper and I distribute rap music? He's human trafficking and taking that level of pride in it, and advertised himself like it was cute as a modern-day pimp. The way these brothels work is they are basically like a big hotel with no decorations and all wooden furniture, a very low vibration, low energy place of very bad things. You go there and you pay good money, which is what makes this so dangerous, is a ton of money without any, monitoring from the government. A lot of money is being thrown around here for access to these women's bodies, which is just such a problem. I mean, it's just ripe for abuse, which is what all the sex workers say happens. It's not like a streamlined service where you go and you pay a small streamlined fee. These are women's bodies being auctioned off for thousands of dollars to the highest bidder every night. These were, and still are, places where degenerate wealthy men come and pay for a room to get high on, hard drugs like cocaine and meth and ecstasy, and have sex while watching TV without any disturbances. And, have sex with really attractive women, but they're also like 18 years old, 17. Some of them have been reported to be as young as 17. Dennis was reported to be very envious of the attention that was, being directed from these 17, 18-year-old barely legal girls. He would get very jealous of them and want them for himself. It's like $500 a night for the room, and that's not even including the drugs and the madams. For the madams, it's like several $100 an hour at minimum. The point is, Dennis Hof is a horrible, horrible man who is luckily deceased. He has been noted by every single sex worker that he worked with. Not one has said anything positive about him. It was stated that he was a full-blown narcissist. We are talking beating women. The women were reported to have scars and bruises every time they were near him, sexually assaulting them, holding them down and harming them, extorting them, blackmailing them to their families and revealing their prostitute nature if they tried to leave. We'll get into it, but he was also credibly accused of attempted murder that was almost successful. The best way I describe him to people who may not understand the situation is just imagine you're a madam. You're a career sex worker. You're very, very desperate for money. Your body is addicted to crack, so you're always nauseous. You're always looking for more drugs. And you're like 5'2", 100 pounds, and you have no family. What are you gonna do? You get taken in by this guy, and you just see him in this horrible lighting, in this horrible crack house lighting, and he's just beating the shit out of you. And he's, you're feeling the hard drugs, you're sick, and he's like, where's my money? Where's my fucking money, bitch? And that's exactly how he talks, too. And that's just so horrible. I mean, this guy could snap your neck in a split second. This is how I view Dennis Hof and why I think he's a monster. The only people who have ever vouched for him ever are rapper Flavor Flav, who is very reputable, yeah, and porn star Ron Jeremy, who is accused of numerous assaults. I mean, like 80 sexual assaults. No one gets 80 false sexual assault allegations. This main story, however, is regarding Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom is a legend. He played for the Lakers for years and was a top player, and is just a legend to, women and basketball fans. And he's best known for doing, general hood stuff. He's known for sleeping around with as many hot chicks as he can, and doing drugs, partying too hard. The usual, sad, loser, egomaniac stuff. It's just what it is. I don't judge him for it. He's a very powerful man. He's had a lot of experiences in his life. I can't say any trash about him. But this video is about him. So Lamar was, bored. He was lonely. He had a lot of money, and he wanted to be an egomaniac, which would almost cost him his life. So he somehow found this brothel. My theory is he was in Nevada and was just like, fuck it, legal brothel. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna party hard. So he's this lonely, bored old man, and he's staying at this brothel, and he thought he was doing good. Chicks were sleeping with him there. The owner, Dennis Hof, was, really friendly to him and offering him stuff. However, Dennis had a green eye for Lamar. You see, this is the classic covert narcissist way. Secret jealousy. It's what makes them so extremely dangerous, is they don't let you know they're jealous. So you can't base anything off of anything. You just get attacked like wham! You can get really intimate with the covert narcissist before they reveal their hatred of you and start destroying you. You don't even know why they're angry most of the time. That is why a covert narcissist is so extremely dangerous. So anyway, Lamar was in this really depressing room. I mean, this place looks absolutely horrible. And he's just getting high. I think he was receiving a sex favor. He loved getting oral sex from, some of the younger high-end prostitutes. He's a sick guy. I mean, he literally sleeps in his bedroom at night with a doll of Khloe Kardashian next to him, which is just very disturbing. And it's a sex doll, too. So, yeah, I'm not judging him as a person. He's just a very messed up guy, and he'll even tell you that. But, he was just doing his thing. He was sipping cognac, smoking weed, and, alcohol and pot's a fun combination. I don't judge that. But he decided some way, somehow, to amp things up to 11. And this is why I'll always warn you not to mix drugs, not to go too far. He somehow managed to obtain cocaine in the building. He didn't bring it with him. It was something Dennis Hof offered to him on a platter, being like, hey, you want to get high? Have some of this, bud. Classic narcissist offer, which could lead to your literal death. So yeah, he's doing this cocaine and he feels nice. What he doesn't know is that Dennis, a longtime Republican, a very corrupt one, not a moral one, with immense connections, hated Lamar Odom, hated his guts for his fame that he would never have, his swagger and how all the girls really liked him, which is something that narcissists leverage. If narcissist claims a girl is theirs and that girl likes you, you're in trouble. He also didn't like Lamar's race. The sex workers noted that behind his back, he was saying racist things about him, calling him a monkey, bullying him, which is very creepy. I think you guys could imagine this Nevada psychopath Republican asshole did not like a black man who was so attractive residing in a brothel with his girls. His brothel, his girls taking attention away from him, which is truly the mark of a narcissist who is very dangerous. I honestly don't know why anyone would come to these brothels at all. Overall, Dennis slipped Lamar cocaine that was contaminated with fentanyl and more, and this sent Lamar into a coma. He had several heart attacks and strokes and came very, very close to having his life be over, and Dennis Hof's Love Ranch would be the place he died. So to reiterate, he is totally wasted on cognac and marijuana. and a lot of it too, like a lot of it. And he mixed it with cocaine that was contaminated. So yes, his heart went out, and he was close to death's door. I believe it said that he had 10 heart attacks, 12 strokes while he was out. And this really just reiterates that Dennis Hof did this on purpose and wanted to kill him, which is backed up by Lamar himself, who has claimed this very thing, and the girls who are surrounding Dennis, who said this was going on. And that just shows you how dangerous narcissists are. They see one thing they don't like, and if they can get away with it, they'll kill you over it. They will kill you over it. If Lamar died, Dennis would have partied his ass off and had a good old time. Creepy enough, shortly after, Dennis went into the same room as Lamar, likely to reminisce on what happened, as those kinds of creeps like to do. They like to reminisce on their bad deeds as if it was good. And he died. He had a heart attack, which I'm not sad, I'm not crying over it, but yes, he is deceased. And there you go. That is just a quick rundown of some of the corruption, some of the disgusting, despicable corruption going on in the state of Nevada, and the brothels that exist there. And, you know, how dangerous it is to go to a brothel. If you ever get a chance to go to a brothel, obviously don't do it. Not only are the drugs that are consumed extremely dangerous, even if it's weed, you could also get STIs from the girls, regardless of their testing policies. The girls are being human trafficked. The girls could get crazy and violate you and murder you. You know, I think I said 75% of sex workers all experience some kind of sexual assault or violence. So it's just a very, very, very bad thing. Do not go there. And not only is everything dangerous, the staff members are likely very narcissistic and very dangerous and very violent. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all.